Welcome back. Thank you for staying with the broadcast. Vendors stationed at the temporary Castries market recently expressed outrage about what they say is the heavy-handedness of law enforcement, who are quick to ticket customers who park in front of the location. The vendors called on the CCC and the mayor to assist with the situation, stating that their already meager sales are being further diminished. The mayor of Castries has weighed in on the matter, claiming that it is not as it seems. Solange Alfred tells us more.
Irate vendors voiced their concerns over an unfavorable trend observed at the temporary market location in a previously aired broadcast of the Hot 7 Nightly News. Simply put by one vendor, valuable produce has to be thrown away because customers are being driven off for fear of getting ticketed when parked in front of the temporary market location. The vendors pleaded that Castries City Council officials provide directions to law enforcement to exercise leniency to customers parked outside the provisional market. Hot 7 News sat down with Mayor of Castries, Peterson D. Francis, to iron out the vendors' concerns. However, Francis says there is more to this matter than meets the eye.
That is an issue that we have addressed with the police. As far as the people, and some of the people do not is not actually, majority of them don't even, they use there as a parking area under the guise that they are going to the market. Like there's something I have to address, is that we have some, another issue that we have there is where you find that this taxi, and especially the unauthorized taxis, go inside the market to park and then get people to get. So that is another. But yes and no, there are some genuine people who are coming to buy. The other problem that is happening to us is that they always park on the metal part of it, which is been destroyed, and we are getting a lot of claims of it. But that is not beside the issue. But one of the police, we have spoken to the police, and they have taken steps about it. But I've always had a problem with St. Lucia. I've always had that problem. We want, in other words, if we go into the market and we have a truck, we want to park inside the market to do what we have to do.
The mayor says this practice is unheard of in other areas of the region, and the public should refrain from abusing the convenience of the parking.
You go to the supermarket, your vehicle is parked right on the chaussee. You go to it's not parked next to the supermarket, and you carry to it. We have to learn in St. Lucia that everything can be right there. We traveled. And sometimes we have to walk for miles to do something, especially to go to a washroom. But here we want everybody and vendors, buyers, everybody want the thing next to the. We cannot have. Yes, the police is allowing people, genuine people who are coming and buy. But it's an issue we have addressed, and it is not what they are saying. Okay? That thing has been addressed with the police, we understand that the people come in, they park, and they move. But when you can't come and park for, I mean, what is in the market if you decide to go and buy some produce? What takes you an hour by the facility there to be able to park there? And this is an issue that we're having. The people are not coming and just buying and moving. There are people who comes and they have other things. So you remember they have something to do at Massey stores. They go to market stores. So this is an issue.
The first phase of the market redevelopment project was handed over to the Ministry of Economic Development on November 28, 2019. The new facility will be outfitted with 100 stalls, expected to accommodate all the provision vendors. Once officially completed, the temporarily placed vendors at the old Jeremy Street Fire Station area will be relocated to the newly redeveloped Castries Market. Reporting for Hot 7 News, I am Solange Alfred.
The calendar of activities to mark the island's 41st anniversary of independence was announced at the official launching ceremony on Wednesday, the 15th of January. The Independence Committee has a diverse lineup of activities planned to stir national pride and get St. Lucians inspired. In keeping with this year's theme, Now is the Time, Let's Do This Together. St. Lucia will commemorate its 41st independence anniversary on the 22nd of February 2020. Independence 41 will be celebrated with a packed calendar of activities. That calendar was officially unveiled by Senate President and Chairperson of the Independence Committee, Janine Girodi McIntyre, at the Independence 41 launching ceremony on Wednesday.
So we start in February with the gospel concert. And of course, we want to start our 41st anniversary with songs of praise and worship. And I will ask Ms. Cauldron to come up a little later and say a little more about it. Then we move on to Mr. Independence, which is one of the new activities, one of the new events that started last year. It was very successful, and Mr. Gregory Lord is in charge of that. We move on to the Legacy Calypso Show, which was a raving success, so much so that we have to look for maybe larger quarters this year. But we certainly enjoyed it. Strides of Unity will be put on by the youth. That is precious to us because it is the best way that we get into the community.
Staples like the Independence Day Parade and Miss Independence are included on the calendar of activities. Minister for Culture, Fortuna Belrose, reflected on the success of last year's 40th Independence celebrations and says the aim is to build on that success and engender an even greater sense of national pride among citizens.
This theme is a natural flow, like I was saying, from 2019. We are indeed mobilized, and we all are mobilized, and more importantly, we are ready for action. We must now move, and we must do so together so that we can achieve the heights that we want ourselves and our country to achieve.
The National Youth Council will spearhead a number of activities on the calendar of events.
The first of our activities is the National Photography Contest, where we hope to engage many talented photographers in St. Lucia. Photographers will be asked to submit images that will be judged under two categories. The first category will be images that demonstrate the theme for this year's independence, and the second for images that show the spirit of St. Lucia, exquisitely, if you may. Deadline for submission of images is February the 24th, 2020. The winner of each of the categories will receive a cash prize of $2,500. We will also look to work with the St. Lucia Tourism Authority to use some of these images as part of the entity's destination marketing efforts. By all reports, Strides of Unity was one of the most impactful events on the Independence 40 calendar, and as such, we see it as only fitting to bring back for the celebration of our 41st independence.
Members of the public can visit independence.lc for the full calendar of activities for Independence 41. The results of the annual media survey are out, and once again, Hot FM Communications Limited leads the pack, dominating in the field of radio with its 2 stations and leading in multiple time slots in TV after only 1 year of operation for Hot 7 TV. CEO of Hot FM Communications Limited, Patrick Smith, has expressed gratitude to viewers and listeners who continue to propel the various platforms forward.
On behalf of the management and staff of Hot FM Communications Limited, we would like to say thank you. The 2019 survey is out, proving we are the supreme sound with our 81% market share. Remember, the longer you listen, the better we sound.
Superintendent of Police Dr. Mashama Seeley is paying it forward after copping an award from the Amalgamated Security Services Limited and the Association of Caribbean Commissioners of Police. She chose to donate a portion of her award for Top Caribbean Career Move to assist young students by partially funding their education. Solange Alfred tells us more.
Superintendent of Police Dr. Mashama Seeley has gifted deserving students with contributions to their academic development. The act came about from her desire to donate from an award she received for her advancement within the ranks of the Royal St. Lucia Police Force. Dr. Seeley was awarded for Top Caribbean Career Move and was chosen as the winner because of her professional development in tertiary training within the organization and overall performance and achievement. She decided to generously give back as a show of thanks and a desire to assist young scholars.
I feel honored to have won the award as Top Caribbean Career Move because the nominees are from all the CARICOM forces. A St. Lucia nominee or 2 or sometimes 3 have always won an award in this program. The Commissioner of Police granted me the opportunity to decide how part of the prize money should be allocated, And as a person who is a scholar, I considered providing assistance in the education sector. Although allocations for transportation and meals in schools have been doubled, unfortunately, there are still students who are unable to be part of this program. It takes a village to raise a child, and so having been raised in a house of a matriarchal home where the focus has always been education, to be empowered, to be provided life skills, technical skills, vocational skills, I thought it prudent to focus on education, because I believe that if we assist young people in that regard, then they will be able to do a lot and be empowered to do their best in society.
Dr. Seeley's noted the assistance that she received as a young adult while making her way to the top ranks of her profession, and decided to pay it forward. At a recent police press briefing, she listed the institutions that will benefit from the charitable contributions.
I approached the following schools to provide assistance as follows: the Cannery Primary School, because I was informed that by a colleague that the school often has children that need assistance and may not receive as much assistance as other schools. The Corinth Secondary School, because it is the secondary school I attended as a teenager. The SDA Academy, because I'm a Seventh-day Adventist and charity begins at home. And my brother was also a student at the SDA Academy. The category provided to the schools was as follows: regular attendance, the students have to be disciplined, have good grades, and require assistance. 5 students from the Cannery's Primary School will be receiving assistance for meals. 2 students from the Corinth Secondary assistance for transportation, and 1 student from SDA Academy for tuition, each for 1 year. The total amount of money will be $6,500.
Dr. Seeley closed off her statement by thanking the Association of Caribbean Commissioners of Police, Amalgamated Security Services Limited, and well-wishers who assisted her in her benevolent endeavor. She also encouraged young scholars to pay it forward when they themselves are generously awarded. Reporting for Hot 7 News, I am Solange Alfred.
This is the Hot 7 TV Nightly News. Stay with us. There's more coming up after the break.